Hey everybody, it's Alexia from A Mystic's Path, back with another pick a card reading for you guys. Now this one is for what guidance do you need right now in this moment. So I'm going to go ahead and put up the picture of the cards, and make sure you pause the video and center yourself and pick the group that you feel pulled to, or groups. If you feel pulled to more than one group, make sure you stick around and watch both parts of the video. And like always, I will have it time stamped for you guys for what part is which as far as the grouping. And as always, group 1 is to the left, 2 is in the middle, and 3 is always on the right. So I'm going to go ahead and pause it now so you guys can pick your cards. Okay, so for my group number 1s, we get the Emperor, the Four of Wands, and Eizane. And what I'm seeing and feeling with this is a lot of the energies of success and working towards success. The Emperor oftentimes is someone who is very well-rounded. Sorry about that. He's very well-rounded. He's very successful. He has worked for what it is that he has and what it is that he has accomplished. He's worked very hard for it. Sometimes he can have a little bit of a dry personality because he's on the go, 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 develop, 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 conquer, conquer, conquer. Okay, so we're seeing a lot of energies within this. Your energy may be sharp and straight to the point and straightforward as far as knowing what it is that you are trying to accomplish and what you are trying to do. You're looking to be the person who has made success for themselves and in their life, and you're looking to be able to be the one that is giving back, that has those extra resources to help other people to get to where they're trying to go. And when we're looking at the Four of Wands, we're looking at the success and the happiness and the celebration that this will bring you to be at this point. But the issue being that we are just not at that point yet, and it's the strive or getting to that point. And this is where Eizane comes in, and this is speaking of the love and the devotion that you have for what it is that you're doing and what you're trying to accomplish. That there has to be a level of love and devotion and purity mixed into that, and by purity I mean pure devotion, pure commitment, pure motivation, that you are sticking to what it is that you have your sights on, and you're not going to waver within that. You're going to do whatever it is that you have to do to get to that point, to being the Emperor, to being that successful person that is able to help other people and that is in a good place, in a good successful place. And money and finances is not something that he has to worry about. And he has a lot of connections because he's put himself out there, and he's really escaped that level of fear because he's been devoted to himself and what he sees for himself. There's nobody that is going to be able to tell him anything different about what it is that he is doing in the path that he's on, because he's already made the commitment and he's standing there strong, almost like he's cemented and rooted in what it is that he's going after. You're not going to be able to change your mind no matter who you are. And that is the type of level and devotion that we're looking at to even get to close to the Emperor status, because the Emperor status is a very high status to try to accomplish. Not saying that it is unattainable. It's just that you're going to have to be devoted and committed to reach that level and to be able to celebrate your accomplishments that you are that you're going after. Okay, so remain devoted, remain pure in your commitment, and remain devoted into your commitment to where, so you can get to where you're trying to go. Okay, now that is what I'm seeing for my group number 1s. Now my group number 2s, what I'm seeing for you, we get the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and Erzulie La Flambeau. Now, what I'm really seeing with this, guys, is that my group number 2s, you have some decisions to make. You have some decisions to make, and they are going to affect you emotionally, You may not be sure what one is best for you or what one you should pick. And that's really where the Eight of Swords is coming in, because it's kind of clouding your judgment on what decision is best for you in your life and those around you. So you really have to understand that you may not be seeing things clearly. Things may not be all that they seem right now in this moment because of all of the confusion from the choices that you have to make. This is really playing on your heartstrings, which is really playing on your mental state. There's a lot of fear that's trying to wash in here, and your pros and cons are confusing, okay? So we kind of have to get out of that mental prison that we have put ourselves in because we're afraid to make the wrong choice, or the choice may be difficult to make. And that's where Erzulie La Flambeau comes in. She is very devoted. She is very driven. She is going to go after what it is that she wants with pure direction and decisiveness, and she's not going to let you get in the way. You might get stabbed if you get in her way, literally. Okay, so we are looking at that energy on how to pull yourself out of this place, and really look at yourself and be aware of what your brain is telling you, and really be determined to get to a place of clarity so you can make the best decision for yourself. Okay, this is not to be rushed. The Erzulie La Flambeau is not saying to rush. It is simply saying that you need to be determined and concise and sharp, and even sharp with yourself, and really aggressive. And not aggressive in a fast way, but an aggressive way as in, I'm not going to stay here, I'm determined, and we're going to get out of this mental fog so I can make the decision that I need to make in the best way for myself and those around me, okay? So that's what I'm looking at for my group number 2s, that the decision, don't make the decision that you're faced with right now too hasty, and to make sure that you're really looking at it from a clear point of view. Take some time and get out of that mental fog and really be aggressive about that before you make your decision. Don't just go and make it on a whim here, especially since it's going to affect you so greatly emotionally, okay? And that is what I'm seeing for my group number 2s. Now, my group number 3s, we get the Four of Swords, the Lovers, and Legba La Flambeau, okay? And this is saying that there is a level of rest that needs to happen here, okay? There's a level of rest that you need to take. You kind of need to go back and retreat into a meditative state, ground yourself, maybe connect with nature, literally sit under a tree like he is. This will connect you and center you to the physical so you don't feel like you're floating, and you can really start to receive some of these messages here, because you are looking at a decision that needs to be made, and it's like you're looking at, it's one way or another, right? And this is really affecting your heart. We get the Lovers card, and the Lovers is just about as much about decisions as it is about real authentic love. And you're being faced with this decision that is really coming from your heart space, that is really going to affect you in your heart chakra and your heart-filled emotions. And you kind of have to be able to come to a place where you can bring your mental state and your heart together and really let them compromise here, okay? And really come to a conclusion and get clarity, because a lot of times when our hearts and our minds are fighting each other, things can get really, really messy and unclear and foggy. And we're looking to bring these together so we can then assess the situation clearly and make the decision that is best for you, even though it is playing on matters of your heart, okay? And we want to make this decision because when we're looking at Legba La Flambeau, this is a lot about your energy and the amount of energy that you are able to exert into the world and use to create what you're trying to create. Even if you don't have something that you are specifically trying to create at this time, this is still about your overall energy that you exert and that you have to exert. So we're looking at the energies of, again, resting and connecting to the divine and connecting to yourself and grounding yourself to be able to make a decision and not use as much of your energy or your effort because you are confused and trying to look through disillusion, or your brain's playing games with you as far as what decision that you should be making that is best for you and your heart space. So you can really connect to the divine and see that clearly without exerting too much energy. This is what these cards are speaking of and what I'm really feeling within this. Things don't have to be difficult all the time. You don't have to take the hard way all the time. Go sit under a tree, connect, center yourself, meditate, really go over and process the information at hand. Ask for divine guidance within this so you can make the best decision for yourself and your heart space, and really not factor in how much energy that you would have to use by scrambling and kind of guesstimating the decision that you should make. We really need to come from a place of clarity with this because this decision is very important to you. So that is what I'm seeing for my group number 3s. Now, I hope that everybody was able to understand completely the grouping that they picked, and if not, always feel free to email me and I can clarify anything that you need clarified. And as well, if you feel that you need a session specifically for yourself to get in more in depth and more in tune with what you need specifically, because this is for a collective grouping. Okay, so a lot of different things do factor in here. If you feel that you need a specific reading for yourself, please do not hesitate to contact me. My email is always linked for those purposes, and I look forward to working with you all. Everybody have a great day.